Hello, podcasters. This is the Brendan. Hold up. I just realized I don't even have my glasses already. This is the Brendan Brown's virtual world of knowledge. And first of all, I know you see my hair. I just came out the shower from exercising a few minutes ago. If y'all want to have a little look, y'all can have a little look. It's nice and curly, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah. All right. Well, I just wanted to start off by saying I'm gonna give y'all a tip: 15-minute jump roping before doing your leg workout. If you are doing leg workout, I would recommend doing a 15-minute jumping jack. But Google said do 20, 60 minutes, but that's too long. I did 20 minutes and it was a little bit long. But it felt good. But you can do some more of those exercising because they're really awesome, and you can really do some more jumping. I did my jumping jacks, and I did the leg, not jumping jacks, excuse me. I did my jumping rope, and then I did the leg workout video from Alex Costa. That hurt, because it's a killer workout, but didn't really hurt because I'm used to it. And I just got out the shower, and now I'm right here doing some YouTube videos. So that's what I want to start off for. And I really want to talk about yesterday, about the state of play. What the freak was that? What was that? There's no Mortal Kombat, no Batman game, no Injustice 3, no DC game, no Marvel Avengers new content, no DC, no Spider-Man, like no stuff. Just little kid games and Ratchet and Clank, I guess, and those other dumb games as PlayStation. You didn't try to make any more like Mortal Kombat anything. Come on, NetherRealm, we know you're up there hiding something. Of course, like how Uncaged Games said yesterday, you had you had the not PlayStation. You had the skins that came out, the Summer Heat skins, and now you should already had the content to be on your state of play YouTube stream, live stream. So what I really want to recommend is that they should have put that on there. WB Montreal, I hope you're listening to me too. Y'all need to come on with this Batman game and make it a true thing. Like, come on. Everyone's been looking at your leaks. Everyone's been following everything. People are waiting for this to really happen. So, I would want you guys to come on, give us the release date, give us a trailer, give us something. You tune the other round for your combat pack or something. I'm not nagging or nothing. I'm just asking nicely. And another thing, Marvel Avengers, y'all are fine because y'all give us enough content. So I wouldn't recommend State of Play to show y'all that. But I was thinking that State of Play would have shown probably Spider-Man as DLC. But I know you guys are hiding that. But Marvel Avengers people who are working on this, all the developers, I am asking nicely. I really want Spider-Man and I want Black Panther to be DLC characters, or they can be free DLC characters if you pre-order. That's what I think it should be. If you all already listened to this prior to the pre-order date, I'm not podcast listeners. Excuse me, Avenger developers. And is that we have to be patient for these things to be released. So the fans, I'm gonna talk to y'all too on this. Y'all need to be patient. Stop rushing these people. Let them do what they gotta do. But at the same time, I agree with you. These developers need to come on. But Avengers is a different story. Now the Batman, the Injustice 3, the Mortal Kombat, all three of those need to be addressed now. By the time it's 2021, because we need to find something new. People keep making leaks about Combat Pack. Just like how we make leaks about Aftermath and that came true. So I know Combat Pack 2 or 3 is going to come out, whatever the heck the number is. 2, 3, I don't know. And the NBA restart. No, I'm moving on to another topic. The NBA restart. That the first NBA game actually felt like an NBA game. I already said on my podcast. Y'all can listen to that. But back to the story. The Clippers seem like they're more of an organized team than the Lakers. The Lakers seem more competitive, more Like they're strong, but I believe they're gonna be strong till eventually they fall down, just like with the Warriors last year. My team, the Warriors, we were a big team, just like the Lakers last year, and look what happened. Cousins got injured, came back at the end of the season. Durant got injured. Thompson got injured in Game 6. If Thompson never got injured, we would have won that game. And especially if Kevin Durant didn't get injured, we probably already been won that game and already had like championship rings. Because Kevin Durant wasn't even there at the first games. So if Kevin Durant been at the first games, we probably would have already been winning by the time Game 4 or something. We probably would have had a 3-1 lead, 3-2 lead, or probably the Raptors would have still had their 3-2 lead, and we probably would have got that third win and went to Game 7, and we probably would have won Game 7 if Thompson was still playing. But I just really hope that these Lakers don't fall down. That's all I have to say. Lakers, don't fall down. Do not fall down, Lakers. And Warriors, you're my favorite team. Steph Curry, I know you're my favorite player on that team. We're gonna make another championship next year because we got Thompson back, Curry back, and then we got some young talent on our team. Every talent is basically young talent because there is no old veterans except Thompson, Curry, Draymond, and Kevin Looney. Excuse me, Kevin Looney. Those are our only four veteran players, and our veteran coach is Steve Kerr, which has been to all finals since 2015. So I saw the 2K stuff yesterday, the graphics. Oh my gosh, like how that man said on the pack guy. Everything is not Dame, everything is same. Literally low key the same. Because that was horrible. Current gen. But of course, like how that man did say, we were gonna have current gen because that's how it happened on PS3. The current gen always looked like current gen, and PS4 always looked like PS4. But we'll see how the PS5 graphics look when they release that, and that will. I hope that be awesome and amazing. But I just I just really hope that we really have this thing really grateful and amazing. That this graphics be great, real great. I know I already mentioned Jeremiah Patterson on my podcast, and I already told y'all I've been a guest star on this podcast 2 times. I was interviewed 2 times. The first one was an interview about quarantine, and the second one, the first one was like in May, March. The second one was just 2 weeks ago for his second anniversary of his podcast, and I wasn't really an interview. I was one of his guests that came on for the voice message to congratulate him, and yeah, I just wanted to mention him and just watch his podcast as well, just as mine, and I just really hope you guys be enjoying it, and I looked at Jeremiah's YouTube. He still got YouTube channels and it's still going up with new episodes. It's just not really updating because he don't focus on YouTube like I focus on podcasts. But I know he has one that says "Let's get technical with Jeremiah." It's kind of funny because he does tech stuff, so let's get technical. But he's more into politics. He's not into tech and stuff. He was just talking about the Apple and the Google Play and the things like that. But he's a good person, very good friend, and I wouldn't mind if he would guest star on my YouTube channel too, or if I guest star on his. So it doesn't matter, but I think that's what I would like to do. But as you know, this is one of my stuff that I'm trying to not branch off, but expand my franchise. That's a real small beginning, and I started out with making an Instagram account. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong, guys. Hold up. It started out. I'm right. I'm sorry, guys. Started out with an Instagram account. So I made an Instagram account. Just thought of like, what if I should put godly stuff on there? So I put godly stuff on there, and now it's amazing, and it's growing, and I have I think like 36 followers and 186 people I'm following. I'm following 186, but my followers are 36 people. So, and I have like a bunch of posts about God, about basketball, about my podcast, about Jeremiah's podcast. Because I'm a person who talks about different topics, not just one topic. I'll talk about many topics into one session. I'll put them all in one space and crunch them together, and they'll be so organized. That's what I do. I don't crunch things together though. With my topics, I put them into different sections like this video. I know y'all know I edited this because I probably didn't know what to say at the time, so I can edit like how I'm doing now. And the first thing I said was that I had my hair. The next minute I talk about basketball. The next minute I talk about video games. Then I talk about this now. So I have things organized, and that's why I do my topics, just like my podcast. And that's why well, I'm not even mentioning this. Let me focus on the real thing I was talking about. The first source I used was Instagram, so people can talk to me and everything if they want to talk about God and stuff. Because that's my main topic that I need, that I'm doing. That's my main job for the Lord. But the topics, I have different topics. My main topics are mainly supposed to be on God. Supposed to. And so, after making an Instagram account, I chose to make a podcast. So I made a podcast. I asked Jeremiah before I did the podcast. Started out March 21st, my first episode on the Batman Arkham game, because at the time it was still a theory and it still is a leak now. And eventually it growed. It probably got like a few people listening, but it says I have a lot of people listening, but that's like around like my early episodes of season 2 or my late episodes of season 1. But like the episodes I'm making now, I don't really have that much listeners. It's probably like 2 or 1 or 3. But my other ones had like 8, 9. Like my George Floyd one actually had the most, I think. My George Floyd and Juneteenth episodes of my podcast. And I made those so that I can witness. And I was just saying, making a podcast is a hobby. Not a hobby. Making a podcast is good because I can say what I want to say, express my feelings. Because I love to write too, because I like to express my feelings while writing. So I said, well, I can express my feelings by podcasting. And as I started doing it, it started being more better. It started being a hobby. And when I ended season 1, I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to do it. But I had to end it so I can, break it down and have different seasons. Because I said my seasons can start at every season. Like, spring, I ended in spring, started in spring, ended in spring, and this one started in summer. It's going to end in the summer. So my second season will end eventually in August, and I'll return probably like in October, November, but it depends because I still got school. So season 3 might won't be a lot of episodes like season 2, because season 2 I made most of my episodes on there. Season 1 had like 10, maybe 12 episodes, but season 2 has like 30 episodes, or almost 40. That's how much episodes I'm making. Now imagine having a bunch of podcast listeners listen to all those episodes in 1 to 2. Like a million. If my podcast were growing, but I believe it will grow in the Lord because I believe in God. I know you see that brown thing back there. That's my grandmother's thing. She just hanged it up for a quick moment. I don't know why. But yeah, I made the podcast. Eventually, I made a link because the podcast has like a little description link. If you are podcast hosts, any of you guys who listen to this, I did do that, and had the link to my Instagram account so y'all could follow me. And then eventually, I saw Jeremiah had a website, and I've been like, yeah, that's a website. Then I started checking it more often. Then I checked it like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and I said it's made by Wix, and I was like, Wix made this website because I know I watched Improvement Pill or Improvement Pill, not Build, Improvement Pill on YouTube, and he said Wix is a free site where you can make your own personal site, and I did want to make my personal site, and then I saw Jeremiah's site and said personally made by Wix, and I said, well, I asked my mom, let me make my website, and my mom said, yeah, you can, so I started it, did it that night, went to sleep, tried to finish it again, and then I started that website, and now ever since I always change my website up and try to, it's the same, but I try to add more things, add more stuff about me and personally, because my own personal website, and y'all can actually contact me and email me on there, because I have like a little contact section where y'all can put your name, your email, um, and the type of subject you're talking about and the message, because The subject you're talking about, I need to know: is it godly subject? Is it video games? Is it um podcasting? Is it, sorry for doing my nose, but that's just a little bit. But is it podcasting? Is it what is it? And then type in your message about the subject. Like, for example, I'll use my subject as water. My message is, where does water come from? Basically, using an example. If y'all don't get what I'm trying to say, but I will make sure I'll have the link down below for my podcast, so that when you press that podcast and you go to the link to the podcast, my podcast will have a link to the website. And then my website would have a bunch of links to everything. My website has everything. It's everything on one. My website has the link to my other accounts. I'm gonna talk about. Hold up. I'm gonna talk about that right now. So after making a podcast, I eventually made a Twitch account, and this prior to my making my website that day. I made a Twitch account. After I made my Twitch account, which I barely use, I started using it a lot. I y'all can chat to me over texting, but I will not talk to you over the mic because that's just not me. I don't like talking to people over the mic because there's too much predators out there now. You gotta be careful. Let's see, my family, we're a family who's trying to stay safe. So we try to make sure we're all right. So I only talk through chat. So if any of you guys on the Twitch chat are talking to me, I will chat back and I'll probably say like hello or how y'all day is, or if y'all have any questions, I'll answer them. And I won't answer everyone's question, but I have to answer because the chat line keeps going down if you get a bunch of chat people. But I rarely have chat people, so if I have like four or three in the chat and it's not scrolling down, then I'll answer all three of your questions. But you know me. And after I made that Twitch account, then I made that website, which I already know about. Then after making that website, eventually 2 days ago I made this YouTube channel. And now back to the website. What I was talking about, the website. My website has the link to everything. Has a link to my Twitch account. Has a link to my YouTube account. Has a link to my podcast, and it has a link to my Instagram account. So it has a link to everything. You'll see everything about me personally. Just go to the website. I'll have the link to the podcast down below, and make sure you hit that bell so y'all can get notifications and subscribe to this channel. And I really hope that y'all really enjoy everything I'm doing for this franchise. Knowing my name's in the franchise, I'm not really doing it for me. I'm doing it because I love to do it. I'm doing it because my passion is my hobby. All these are my hobbies. And I really thank God because God allowed me to do these stuff. And that's why I say God is the reason why I made all of these stuff. This is a small beginning. And I may have only one or two people listening to this, or even no one listening to this, and it's just me by myself watching this. Oh well. As long as I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm thanking God every day because it is such a blessing that I get to talk about stuff that I love to talk about and personal stuff that I'd like to talk about over a podcast or even a YouTube video like this just to talk. And I really enjoy it because this is a dream come true. Knowing that I never thought about this till now, and it's something though how I watched my friend Jeremiah. I made a podcast, and now eventually I'm making a website and a YouTube channel, and I have an Instagram account so y'all can direct message me. Cause guess what? Y'all can always find a way to chat with me. There is no way how y'all can't find me. Because guess what? Y'all got the comments below on the YouTube channel. Y'all got the chat line on the Twitch. Y'all have my Instagram account so y'all can direct message me. And my website actually has my email so that y'all can email me and have y'all. Well, it has a box where y'all can type in y'all's email so I can get to my email. Yeah. So like, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be available to chat and everything. Yeah. Uh, oh, I'm so tired, guys. I'm really tired, just yawning. But I'm grateful for all these stuff I'm doing. If the Lord blessed me to make that website a big CEO company, oh well, thank God. But It's not supposed to be, a company name because I don't want to make that a company. I just wanted to make that like a personal website so y'all can know about me and y'all can listen to my podcast and everything. But I think that's all for today. I'll make sure I'll make you more YouTube videos. Um, I'll make sure I'll have my podcast ready. Make sure I'll always follow me on Instagram to look at my post. And I will be having more YouTube videos and more podcast episodes, but I have to take time, guys. Y'all gotta realize I'm not a person who will keep doing it every day now. I might take a break one day and do it another day because of my podcast and this YouTube channel I just made. I got to balance things out now. So maybe like when I make my next podcast episode, maybe 2 days later I'll make a YouTube video. It depends. So all I gotta say is I guess that's it. Have a blessed day, podcast listeners. Make sure y'all, podcast listeners and YouTubers who are watching this, make sure y'all hit that bell down below and subscribe so y'all can have notifications for any new videos I make. And make sure y'all press that link down there to my podcast so y'all can listen to my podcast. And that podcast will give you the link to my website, and you'll have the website that will link you to everything I have, my Twitch, Instagram, everything. So that's all I had to say. Have a blessed day and see you all next time.